covered in skin and pus and whatever other things might make up a human and be rolled up into a meatloaf ball. Hello interwebs and welcome back. I'm Shana and this is where I share my life and stories and adventures and opinions and whatever else I feel like. And today we are back finally with another Japanese legend. Real quick trigger warning for everybody out there. If you are somebody who is triggered by miscarriages, stillbirths, things along those lines, this is probably not the video for you. I have a playlist of other Japanese legends, lots of spooky things, webtoons, random life stuff, whatever you're interested in. If you want to go check that out, but skip this one and hopefully the next Japanese legend will be something that you can listen to. But without too much rambling, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's imagine that you and your partner receive the beautiful news that you are expecting a brand new baby. You are so excited, you are so joyful, but maybe as you move along throughout your pregnancy or your partner's pregnancy, things don't go quite as planned. There might be some complications, there might be some illness, maybe something really insane happens. I don't know. It could be anything. And then the time comes. Your water breaks and you are in labor, having contractions, giving birth for hours. After those many hours of hard labor, the doctor pulls out something, but it's not quite your baby. This creature is unrecognizable as a human. It's a demon, a monster, a yokai, something that is just absolutely terrifying or maybe even deadly. At the very least, it's definitely something you do not want to bring home. This legend comes from what was probably initially good intentions. It was meant to warn women of negligent childcare, so that way they would have a healthy and happy pregnancy. However, I can definitely see where it might be scarring to those women who had pregnancy complications that were out of their control, especially considering if you look at history, there were a lot of reasons a woman might have a complicated pregnancy and might not give birth to a necessarily healthy child. And throughout history, the reasons for that was always blamed upon the women and something being wrong with the women and not necessarily like the situation or any other external factor that may not be their fault, or even internal factor that's not their fault either. So maybe the intentions were initially good, but maybe there was some malintent behind it as well. The Songkai Demon that a woman births resembles nothing remotely human. In fact, Sankai translates to birth monster. This yokai can be something as simple as a creature or a monster, or it can be a complete abomination that is completely unidentifiable. These demons are said to be both violent and grotesque in nature, and regardless of that, it doesn't sound like something I would want to give birth to. However, while the Sankai might sound absolutely terrible, the Kekkai are even worse according to the mythology. The Kekkai is a specific type of Sankai which comes from legends based in Saitama and Kanagawa prefectures. Similarly, there's also the Kekke, which is from Nagano. There isn't too much on the appearance of the Kekkai other than that it is about the size of a meatloaf, covered in hair, covered in blood, covered in skin and pus and whatever other things might make up a human and be rolled up into a meatloaf ball. And this particular demon would be born only on the most rare of occasions. And as if giving birth to a completely terrifying ball of human mush the size of a meatloaf isn't enough, this particular yokai is said to, after being birthed, scurry its little way back to the family home, dig and bury itself underneath the foundation of the family home until an unexpected day in the future when it emerges forth to murder its mother. Along the same lines as the Kekkai, we have the Oketsu, which is specific to Okayama culture. If you were to give birth to this specific creature, you would find that it looks something like a turtle with hair growing on its back. And much like the Kekkai, this particular creature also likes to bury itself under the foundation of the home, only to eventually murder its unsuspecting, or maybe suspecting, mother. Please don't ask why I laugh at things. It's uncomfortable. Sorry. In Urawa, there was actually a specific practice where they would surround the home with a thing called the byobu, which is a kind of Japanese folding screen, and it was used to protect the foundation of the home to keep these creatures from crawling under there and burying themselves for future murdering atrocities. Which makes me wonder what was going on so often in this area that mothers were being accused of neglecting their fetus that they had to preventatively install these fences around the foundation of their home to keep this creature from burying itself under there. That was all part of some legend. Questions. I have lots of questions. From what I've read on these yokai, the ones that bury themselves under your home, you do have a chance to protect yourself. You have a chance to kill the yokai before it reaches your home, before it buries itself under there. But if you don't, and you're the mom, you're dead. Which, why is only the mom killed? I will never know, because, you know, yeah, of course, mothers can neglect their fetus, they can neglect their children, they can neglect themselves, but it's not just their job sometimes. It's not even their fault sometimes. I don't know. I don't understand it. And it's frustrating. But you guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think of the history? Do you think that there's some kind of nefarious ideology behind this? Do you think that it came from something good or good intentions? What are your feelings about it? Also, whatever your country or culture is there a demon or a legend or anything similar to this one from Japanese culture in it? If there is, please tell me about it down in the comments below. And other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for this one. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you don't know what to comment down below, leave, of course, a little baby emoji. Not only does it help on my channel a lot, but it lets me know that you were here. It gives us a chance to chat. It lets me know you made it to the end of the video. And of course, I just love to see your faces down there. If you want to know the way to help out my channel, down below there are links to my website, my merch store, and my Patreon. There's zero obligation to check any of those out, but if you want to, you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so very much. Remember to stay Genki AF, and I will see you next time. Bye! The Songkai... Lay down. I'm just gonna wait for him to finish talking and walk away, and then we'll continue the story.